Um, I mean, it's anybody's guess what our Congress is going to do or not do. I don't see them giving a whole lot of priority to looking at the Tribal Recognition Acts, at least this term around, but I know that there's a lot of efforts underway trying to amend that to let the Texas tribes have gaming, but I would not bet on it happening this year or maybe in the next couple years.
One thing you can be assured about our Congress is very little is ever going to get done in our Congress. So not in the near future. So real quick, because I've got one final kind of wrap-up question, and I'm going to ask, this is really hard for us lawyers to do, one-word answers. One-word answers to two questions. March 27 and 29 of 2019, we will be in New Orleans for the IMGL Spring Conference. How many states will have authorized legalized sports betting by March 27 of 2019? Heidi, we'll start with you and just work the way down the table.
How many states, new states?
How many total states will have legalized sports betting?
I'm going to guess beyond what's legal right now. I'm going to say maybe one more state.
Okay. Keith?
I would, since I think we have 5 operating now, 2 more that'll be operating, a couple other states, I would set the over-under for next March at 10.5.
Okay. Jeremy?
I'm going to stick to your rules. 9.
Is it a sports bet?
Yes.
Yes,
this is
what's
sports
the
bet.
payout?
You get to be right in 6 months.
Right, I would go with 12.
12, I agree.
Mark it down.
Okay, so approximately 1 year from now, September 11 through 13, the IMGL Fall Conference, make your reservations now to these conferences, will be in Munich. How many states will have legalized sports betting a year from now? Heidi?
I'll continue to be conservative. I would add maybe another 2 or 3 additional beyond what's in March.
So maybe a total of 10, not much more.
Yes.
Keith?
14.
Jeremy?
12.
What if I now say less than 12? You know, there's some. then 14. From 12 to 14.
Yeah, I'm more optimistic. Maybe that's a mistake. I'm going to say 16. And with that, I would ask you to join me in thanking my panel. And we'll find out in New Orleans and Munich who's right, and I will turn the microphone back over to President Jamie.
Thanks, Mark, and panelists for a great panel. It is very much betting on the future. Let's see what happens in the US. Some announcements, if I may. First, lunch is in the opera room, which is at the top of the stairs from which you came, from the foyer down, right-hand side of the bar. That is where lunch will be served. I hope there is a sign at the top of the stairs to point you in the right direction. There will be a couple of presentations and also a presentation from the Czech regulator over lunch. So please get there quickly. Point 1. Point 2. This afternoon we go into dual tracks and have a look at the program. There'll be 2 tracks, one in this room, one in the Tosca room, and please decide which ones you'd like to go. Again, they're great panels, and please participate. But we won't all be together, so let me just re-emphasize what's happening this evening. Buses will be leaving from the lobby from 5:15 to 5:45 to go to the Palace. Don't leave it after 5:45 to check all your messages and then think, where is that bus, because it won't be waiting for you. So please get there, the drinks will be ready. There will be buses leaving from the Palace to come back to the hotel if you wish to take that means of transportation. They are leaving every 20 minutes from 10 o'clock through to 12 o'clock. This will be a European dinner where you can actually stay at the dinner for a lengthy period of time if you wish. So please feel free. That is all on IMGL. That's why we're here, to essentially mix. The last thing I just want to say is thank you again for participating. We see how many people are here. The US is very much topical, And we will be continuing to have this discussion at our masterclasses between now and the spring conference. But as Mark said, let's see how many states are online. So once again, please join me in thanking Mark and his panel, and look forward to seeing you at lunch. But before I do so, thanks again for our sponsors who are here. Jeremy's on the panel, so thank you very much, Jeremy. Thanks for Felipe for BMM and your sponsorship, and also for the other sponsors in the room. So thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you at lunch. Thanks to the panel. Thank you.